Last Thursday, 15 people on their way to a wedding in Yemen were killed in an airstrike after their party was mistaken for an Al-Qaeda convoy. Tribal and local media sources say that it was a drone, although official security forces cannot officially say it was a drone strike.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Yes. Unbelievable. It's so depressing. It really is. A military official said that initial information indicated the drone mistook the wedding party for an Al-Qaeda convoy. One of the 3 security officials, though, says that Al-Qaeda militants were suspected to have been traveling with the wedding convoy. I mean, they're always going to say that.
How could you possibly judge that, the veracity of that? And when you watch something like, Dirty Wars or read Jeremy Scahill's reporting, obviously, in many of these cases, there's nothing to it, and it's completely disingenuous. Sometimes there is, but there's still massive collateral damage. But the big thing about this that I would just add to what you just said is signature strikes. I mean, we know about, setting aside the debate about whether or not drones can be used on specific people in specific instances, signature strikes specifically say they don't know who's being hit. They just say you hit a certain behavioral profile. That's like saying, hey, Matt, would you like this book? I saw you were searching for some other stuff on Amazon, listening to some other music. I mean, it's the same mentality, except you're talking about wiping people off of the face of the planet. There's no accountability. There's no transparency. And this continues to happen. And it's not covered.
Hot off the heels of this, I mean, not because of this, obviously, but, just happened yesterday, I believe. The Yemen parliament said no more drone strikes. They want to put a stop to it. It's not going to happen.
Well,
but
another thing, and a lot of these places secretly cooperate with us on this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, what would happen if the roles were reversed here?
Right.
What if some Yemen... What if it wasn't even, a foreign government? What if Yemen Al-Qaeda terrorists? What if someone struck a wedding party traveling in the United States? What would we do? What would be our response? We would not put up with it. People would be on the streets screaming to kill them all and let God sort them out. Why is it okay for the U.S. to do this? It doesn't matter what the intentions are, what they say the intentions are. People, civilians, are dying. And we, because we are the U.S. government, we the people, we are killing them.
It's being done in your name. You have no choice but to know about this and respond to this, because this is your payroll being done in your name, and there's no transparency about it. I mean, so.
And I want to bring this up, the media coverage of this. Yeah. I mean, it's not the same at all, these two stories. I mean, they're both important in their own right. I tweeted about this, actually, when I first heard about these two stories, and a lot of people were retweeting and liked what I said. So I just thought it was important to mention this on the media front. You're not hearing the media cover these 15 people. You're hearing maybe a slight mention here or there on the news. And then the same day, this was the same day that Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea, executed his uncle, who's the second in command. This is an important story in its own right, because North Korea is more unstable, if you can even think of that, than it was before.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
But to think that people look at this story and the way the media covers it, that Kim Jong-un, he's so crazy, he's insane. North Korea is messed up, man. And then under the same breath, maybe they'll mention that the U.S., if they even mention it under the same breath, they'll mention, the U.S. government drone striked 15 Yemeni civilians who were on their way to a wedding. We are just as messed up if we're going to look at it like that. I mean, it's not the same. It is apples and oranges, but why is it okay? Why is it crazy? Just crazy for them to kill, for Kim Jong-un to kill his uncle, which is crazy. But it's not also crazy in its own way, unrelated, that we are killing civilians in Yemen under the name of, security and
it's more
stopping
relevant
terrorism.
for us to. I mean, we need to know what's happening in North Korea, but it's more relevant. I mean,
yes.
What if you spent 90%? The ratios of this bizarre story in North Korean interscene politics versus, in your name, a wedding party was just killed in Yemen. It's insane. The disproportionality. This is what you need to know about.